Welcome and oh ho 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 boy, have we got a treat for ourselves or what? It is pretty obvious that a certain delusional man-child have came back to DeviantArt, YouTube and other platforms and... oh boy. Here we go again. You know, if there's one thing we learn after Larry got banned from online and then came back again, you would think he'll change his ways, right? But sadly, no, he hasn't. He's still harassing people for liking the Sonic games. He still bullies people for liking Sonami instead of Sonali. He's still throwing a tantrum when he got called out by his critics, and he's still pulling the damn victim card as he uses both of his victims and his detractors as his scapegoats. I mean, good grief. How could he do such a thing like those and get away with it? I still don't know. Bloody hell. Recently, he harassing Stargleam the Hedge Dragon while he bashes her art, which by the way, we'll get to that later. He angers everyone in the Sonic community, and the worst of all, Larry made a disgusting message on Twitter, saying that is our fault, that how he acts towards everyone in the Sonic fandom, and don't get me start with him saying, gatekeeper, as an excuse to avoid criticisms. Oh, another thing. He claimed that he's trying to be nice, when all he does harassing and bullying everyone like he did before, and speaking of which, Larry said that he hates trolling. Well, if he hates trolling and thinks it's not okay, then why he thinks it's okay for him to cyberbully the modern Sonic fans, Sonami fans, and everyone in the Sonic fandom? That doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. And to add all insults to injury, he's still gaslighting everyone. Like? Why? Because he's being that desperate that he wants everyone to believe that he's changed, and we're some evil trolls when he's lying. He is still doing this over a fictional character. Keep that in mind. Speaking of which, he even accuses his detractors for being immature over a fictional character, when he's doing the exact same thing. This is hypocrisy at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. This is even getting out of hand, which that gets to the point where a former friend decided to cut ties with Larry, simply because they don't want to be a part of his echo chambers nor they want to do anything with him anymore. But what doesn't help that when he threatens people? Yeah, Larry is a nice guy, right? Sure, he may threaten people online, but he's being nice wrong. Threatening others is not okay, and it never was. Again, if he even thinks bullying is bad, then maybe he should take his own advice from the get-go. Like I said, Larry is a hypocrite. Now then, about Larry attacking Stargleam regarding her arts. In my defense for Stargleam, at least she did put some efforts on her artworks, while Larry's drawing needs a lot of work, and if he learns how to take criticisms to help he improve his art skills, everything will be fine, right? No, he didn't take any ounces of criticisms, not even one. When someone critiqued Larry's art with some criticisms while pointing out the flaws in his drawing, Larry gets butthurt and acts childish. Again, Larry thinks it's alright to bully Stargleam for years and saying negative stuff about her artwork, which that brings to the point of upsetting her and upsetting her friends. But when someone criticizes Larry's drawings and calling him out for his toxicities, Larry throws a hissy fit at someone online for having a different opinion. Again, this is hypocrisy at its finest. Not only that. From the past and still recently, he also harassing the users like me, Elessa the Cat, Keenest Fox, Albert Woods, Nathan Aponte, Taylor, Sonic Rush 141, Speed Sonic Star, SPD64, and everyone in DeviantArt, YouTube, TikTok, and even X, also originally known as Twitter. He refuses to learn to accept the fact that the world does not revolve around him. The Sonic fandom wasn't made just for him. And speaking of Sonic, keep that in mind that he recently hated the Sonic franchise, and yet, he made some posts and his terrible drawings of Sonic and Sally. What's the point of Larry being a die-hard fan of the Sonic franchise when all he do is hating that said franchise, and, not only that, never understand about the series as well? That'll be like if someone is a hardcore Doctor Who fan, but hating the franchise and don't understand the said series as a whole. Well, that's it for now, but before we're finished with this awareness, it might be best that should be careful with someone like Larry. Not just that, it's also best to ignore him, steer clear away from him, do not confront and don't go harass him. Again, it's best to block and ignore him at any platforms, no matter what. As just for now, I'm done with Larry. And with that done, take care and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.